Hi everyone, welcome back to Stationeers. We're on planet Venus, and this is episode 45. So as you can see, I've done some gardening here, and I've got everything harvested, thrown into the recycling system. I've done quite a bit actually. I went mining as well, and I've got a bunch of stuff that's done one of these. I've got a bunch of stuff that's currently getting arc furnaced. Now I'll just get a little bit more water in me, just yeah, 10% will be fine. And let's get into this. I've also done a lot of wiring and stuff. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Okay, so let's get out of here, and we might as well just tap this open really quickly while we're at it. There we go. Close. Get out of here. I made some cables. I accidentally left them going too long, so I ended up making 3.5 stacks of them, as you can see. But that's fine. We'll use them. I've got a lot of uses for cables. I made myself a new filter, just a medium one I decided to go for. We can put this with the other medium filters that are done. So that one there, I guess. I have to rip up this locker. It's not supposed to be there. There's our spare food. Okay, yeah. I'll show you what's going on with the centrifuges in a minute. Now, I also tapped on the. I also hit this thing here really quickly a couple of times and got more gas into that system. It upped the temperature, but it's dropping down nicely. It's 33.3. Still not close to the 30 megapascals that I want, but I'm just going to slowly tap it up bit by bit. Our water is getting there. We got 217 moles there, but another load of water will be put on because this is not quite 300 degrees yet. So yeah, that when that drops below 3 megapascals, then yeah, more water will be put on. As for water, we're sitting at 35 liters, and we've got 2.65 liters sitting in there. Once this gets down to 30 degrees, that will go into my water supply. So that's where we stand. This is what there was already like 4 stacks of copper here from earlier. This is the rest of it I've done, and I've got more in the arc furnace as well. So silicon, as you can see, got a ton of silicon and a ton more iron. I'm going to need to make more chutes, believe it or not. I know that's a lot of chutes. I need a heck of a lot more. Now, here we go. I've got this. I also made a bunch of these things as well. So we've got 8 of these things to go. I made 7 of them. Now, if we go down here, you'll see I have placed all the logic and I've wired it all up, all except the last line, which I figured I'd do on screen. And these are all going. This has no new stack taking its place, but the others are for some reason. So I don't have quite enough biomass to make it to this last centrifuge. We'll deal with that in a moment. We have to set this last one up, but I've got to rip up this floor here to, whoa, no, there we go. I have to set up this floor here, rip up this floor here to get access to it. Okay, and so what I've done with all of these is the same thing I'm about to do now. This is centrifuge number 5, so I want centrifuge 5, and I want to read the error. So when this is giving an error, it'll give +1. This is quantity, so we want centrifuge 5. We want reagents. There we go. Now we want this compare unit when the reagents greater than 0 is what we want. So logic reader, where are you, buddy? Logic reader centrifuge 5 quantity is greater than the logic memory 0. Where is it? Oh, yeah, sorry, my mouse is getting caught on something. And logic memory 0, so it currently is. And now the gate unit, one of them has to be the error. So logic reader centrifuge 5 error, and the logic compare centrifuge 5. So when they're both true, that's when this writer is going to spring into action. So we want that logic gate centrifuge 5. There it is. The variable is going to be the centrifuge 5, and the output is going to be open. Okay, so hopefully that all works now. So basically when this thing gets full, it'll flash an error, and then this gate here will get a 1 because both these conditions will be true, error and the reagent's bigger than 0. That'll cause this writer to turn on, and this thing will open, and it'll dump all its load through here and into the rest of the system, into the arc furnace, until the reagents gets down to 0, at which point this is not met anymore. So this logic writer turns off, and it'll close again. And when it closes, that's when the error switches off and it continues centrifuging the next batch. And I've done that for all of these. The only problem is nothing is making its way down into here, which is a problem. We don't have enough biomass, but we will get enough when our slurry gets set up. So there we go. Oh, so we've got all the centrifuges there, and we just have to find a way. Oh, I didn't re-plastic that. That's why it's so hard. It's like, why am I having trouble getting up here? And yeah, this one's doing it as well. So hopefully this system all works. The one problem we have, of course, is if all of them dump their loads at once, we end up with so much hydrogen we blow up the pipes in this system. So that's what these things here are for. We just have to figure out where to place them. And that is a bit of a problem. We could run the pipe down here and maybe place them. We can't really do that, can we? Yeah, what I really want to do, if I can get up, the game's not letting me, is I want to have this system here outside here. And I want to get rid of this tank. And I want to replace it with a large tank, a hydrogen tank, and find a more permanent location for it. And then we can just load up this whole area with these things. And yeah, and connect it up to those things there. So we can have a pipe that connects off the side there and comes into here and puts all these in place. For the time being, we could put these anywhere if we wanted to. We could probably just line this whole wall with them.
Health low.
Probably easiest to do from outside. Now, oh, what did this trader want again? Oh, he wanted a cake. I was going to bake him a cake. But no, I think we'll just tell him to rack off, actually. We've got plenty of credits. We're looking for traders that sell us eggs. So, yeah, see, we can sell a cake to him for 250 if we want to. But, no, that's fine. He wants canned edamame, rice pudding. He wants a lot of stuff. I don't have any rice, do I? But okay, and a mining belt. I could sell him pretty much all this stuff if I wanted to, but we've got the credits. We're fine. Okay, now let's head around to here. And yeah, so we can't see anything because these walls are all double lined. But what we could do is we could just shove all of these in the walls like this and just connect them all up. So and that would be fine doing that. These are all double lined, aren't they? So we could rip up these bits of plastic here so that we can see what's going on behind the wall. Okay, and this doesn't appear to be, there might be a cable in there. I'm just thinking, can we connect these up like this? I think we can. So, how are these? Oh, that's just a pipe analyzer. So we could actually connect them up at the top as well if we wanted to. In fact, I think we'll do it that way. We'll do this and do this. But yeah, I definitely need to move that hydrogen tank. I need to get a really large hydrogen tank to take its place. Let's go ahead and do this. And there we go. And now, and now when we do loads of hydrogen, we probably have trouble getting to the pressure on one load, but when the second load comes through, then the pressure will be high enough to liquefy all the pollutants and the system will work fine. So that's the idea, that's the plan. Hopefully it works. Let's close all this up. Okay, and let's get out of here. I mean, there is more work we could do out here. We were working on this box here. How do we get in? Yeah. Okay, well, let's just rip our way through one of these walls and then have a look and see what's going on. So we've got a giant box here, and have I actually fully sealed it? I think I have. I'm just having a quick look. We could actually start evacuating this box if we wanted to, but I think I want to check out what's going on with those frames first. But yeah, we're definitely going to get in here and evacuate that thing sooner rather than later. Let's get on the other side and let's have a quick look at what's going on in here. So yeah, so this is the It's fine, actually. Yeah, let's actually do it. Let's just start this process. It'll take a very long time, but, we've got a ton of other things that we're working on at the moment, so it's not really a problem that it's going to take a long time. While I'm in there, let's get a bunch of walls with us. This is all we got. Did I leave all my walls inside, did I? Ah, I didn't want to do that. Okay, blur, and blur, and blur. And we've got a lot of work to do inside there. So let's go ahead and rip our way through. We have to figure out how to get a cable there. Oh, we're not quite done yet. We have to put all the roof pieces in place. So, but we have to rip up all these things. That's an iron frame. I just don't want it falling to the ground. Okay, we've done all of that. I might run out of battery. In fact, I just did. Let's switch it for this battery here. That's fine. It'll recharge when we get into range again. Oh, don't rip up that one. That was iron. Okay, nope. Okay, the rest are iron, right? Okay, so we'll rip up these iron ones now. And oh, that one's done as well. It's building back up again, but we'll switch it for our tablet battery. There we go. And we'll grab that one. And we'll grab this one. And that one.
Waste tank caution.
And I didn't bring more waste tanks with me, did I? It's okay, we got this one here. It's my spare emergency backup waste tank in case of problems. Okay, cool and cool. And let's go ahead and see if we can finish off this roof section here. So, yeah. Get all this done. Come on, let's go. Painful job, but it has to be done. I wonder if these things are actually airtight or not. You know, me roofing all these things might be completely unnecessary for all I know. It doesn't matter, I want this roof in place anyway. Let's go. Let's go. Cool. Almost there. My jetpack has seen better days though. I'm running out of walls. I'll bring these into here. Come on, come on, let's go. And yeah, we're almost done here. And once we get these things sealed, we can go ahead and start evacuating. Okay, almost there, almost there. Do I have enough walls? I think I do. And oh, some of these are already walled. That helps. Yeah, one there, and one there, one there. I'm at 32% health, and that's it. The entire roof is sealed now. And everything else is sealed. We just have to evacuate. Now, it doesn't matter where we do this. So we could rip out a wall here. Oh, gotta be careful. And where's the cable? Okay, we'll use our weather station cable. I can move that weather station now. We don't actually need to be able to see it in the window anymore. So I can move this out of the way. This is a problem though. This data and power stuff is a problem. There's no real other place for me to connect it. Maybe way up that end there, but then it has to travel a long way to here. Yeah, it's a problem. I need another walkway along here, really. But okay, anyway, I can use this power cable right there. So let's uh, let's do it in here. Let's use this spot right here, and let's get a cable down here and in there. I'm running out of life though, so
Health critical.
I've got to be quick on this. I'm gonna just let it float in midair because then I'll be able to see it more easily, and I'll know to rip it up and get rid of it. And and we'll do that, and we'll go down like that, and we'll connect this one up. Ooh, don't have the right tool in hand. There we go. And this is going to evacuate this room here. Okay. Where's my active vent? There you are, my friend. Put that there. We'll get a pipe in place. It doesn't matter how I do this. We'll put this on the other side. Oh, will I be able to get through this gap if I do that? Probably not. Yeah, I can. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and then we're going to turn this on, and then we'll leave somewhere else. So we're now evacuating out this whole section here. Let's leave out this side here. Okay, cool. Oh, and then we don't have the echo of being in a big box anymore. That's great. That was driving me crazy, that echo. And yeah, we're now currently evacuating that box out. It'll take a long time, but once we get it done, we can then start working on the systems that I have in place for there, which is quite a massive job actually. But at least we've got the box done now, and we can work on the systems once we get everything else done. Okay, well, we are running out of life, so let's go and deal with the fact that we have no life. I'll put these in here. Oh, we got a lot of these frames now. It's okay. I know exactly where they're going to go. Got some flat walls there as well. Let's deal with our food and water situation. First things first, though, let's empty our waste tanks. We can open this one up, and we can open this one up. Okay, and close, and we'll open this one up one more time just to get the last few traces out. There we go. Close, open this, chuck this in here, and let's take our suit off. Now we can eat and drink again. And drink is a problem. It's a massive problem. We're going to have to fill up a water bottle, unfortunately. Open this up. We don't really have huge amounts of water at our disposal because I spent a long time not making it. We are making it now again, and very soon we'll be able to make it permanently, like all the time. That's just like 62% is fine by me. One quick check to see if these things are seeded or not. They haven't. We don't care about them. We got a mess here that needs to be cleaned up. A lot of work to do down there, but that's not our priority right now. Okay, that's all we need to do in here. We could buff our oxygen tank up because we did spend all that time outside just then. So we'll just put that in there, and we will get our suit back on, close up, and now back to work. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Okay, we're down below 30 degrees in our coldest tank. Everything else is wrecked. 450 degrees really on my 420 tank. That's a pain in the neck. That's 474, that's 450. This is supposed to be 420. One thing I do want to do though is I want to get a degassing furnace just for my charcoal. That's definitely needs to be done. Have I got water happening? Yeah, more water's come in. It's just going to keep doing it until this tank gets too hot. It's not too hot at the moment. It's 299. And our water is going into here. We've got 5 liters in there, but it's at 50 degrees. So yeah, going to be a while before that gets into our system, but that'll be definitely needed. So yeah, a degassing furnace for our charcoal would be nice. I do not like that it's popping out here. I'm trying to jump up. I should just use my elevator, right? Um, because I would like to degas all this. And yeah, okay, so there we go. We got a ton of charcoal there that's not degassed. How are we looking for our stats? 26,000 in CO2 tank, that's fine. Almost 20,000 moles of oxygen now. And we got almost 23,000 moles of this stuff. The pressures are fine. There's nothing to worry about. Our battery power is a bit of an issue. Yeah, it's actually
Health low.
very big issue. So what I want to do with the battery situation is I did want to change this. At the moment, I've got set for 10 and 15%. I actually want to make these percentages much higher. Start actually using up our charcoal as a form of fuel. For now, we'll make it 20 and 25%. So 25, and we'll change this memory to 25. So it shouldn't affect anything right now. And we change this memory to 20. But if our power does drop below 20%, this thing will turn on. And I've been thinking about it. I'd actually like to have two of these. So I want to rip up this logic and have two of them side by side. And then it's just a case of figuring out what we're going to do with this chute system. And I do have an idea. I want to have the charcoal that's first it gets degassed, and then after it's degassed, um, there's going to be a main line that goes into here, and I just have a export chute here, so I can grab charcoal from here for using steel if I want to, and then the rest goes into my solid generators. So that's my idea. For now, the question is, do I work on the degassing furnace, or do I go straight for the Larry setup? And since I've got all these cables, it would be nice to start working on Larry. Lots of things I'm going to want for that, though. For example, green paint is one thing that I'm going to want, because I want to paint those rails green. I'm going to need to make more food as well at some point. We're down at 2 cans. This is our backup food in case of emergency, which is pointless because we don't have any backup water. And backup water would be nice. But we're going to take all of these with us, and we're also going to make another grow light as well, which requires electrum. And so we've got gold, copper, electrum. At the moment, we're churning out the processes. We don't need these walls. Put those walls there, and those walls there, and there's some plastic as well. Pipes. I don't know why I've got 3 pipes on the floor. This is to make my new hydrogen tank. I'd like to make that red. But I want to have large tanks for everything, for oxygen and CO2. So I want to have large tank, large tank, large tank. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put them yet. That's one of the biggest problems, is where do I put them? And then I have to transfer gas from my current tanks to the new tanks. It's a whole pain in the neck to have to deal with that sort of stuff. So I'm making the logic processes at the moment. I do want some linear rails. Well, let's make the grow light first. Steel. Okay, there's my steel. So we'll go grow light. Now, I think I got 16 rails, something like that. And by my calculations, I need more than 70 of them. So I don't know, I might make 60 of them, or 50 of them would be nice, actually. So I need 150 steel in this machine. So what we'll do is pull out our materials and make that steel a 150. Okay, so there's our grow light. Oh, I turned it off. I didn't mean to turn it off. There's some processes. That can go back up there. And yeah, we want 150 steel. So what do we want? 285? There we go. And, oh no, that's only 50. Oh. Well, we'll make it 185 now. And we'll chuck that in. Okay, there's 150 steel. And that'll make us... Oh, rail. That'll make us 50 railings. Okay, and that should be not quite enough, I don't think. But it's better than nothing. Okay, all this stuff is done. As you can see, we've got a ton of silicon here. I do want more tanks. And I want 5 more. So, not that. So there's 100. And there we go. And that'll be 100 steel, and we just need the copper to go with it. That's enough for 6 tanks anyway. So let's start working on these insulated tanks. Yep, that'll make me 5. That's great. And we've got a ton of iron here. We've got silver, which goes there. And we've got dribs and drabs of silicon. I'm going to make plastic and things like that. So we'll leave that for now. I'll deal with this mess later on. The Constantan was used to make that medium filter, if that's where you're wondering where that thing came from. Okay, now with the railings, we just want to go into our airlock and paint them green. There we go. And we don't need this green paint anymore. And pollutants are gone. Fantastic. Cool. And we can put the paint back. Get back there, paint. Okay, and now using these green railings, we can make the rest of them green. No problem. No problem at all. Now we do have a big mess here that needs to be tidied up. I might just combine all my copper together, to be honest. One giant stack. And we'll do the same with our gold as well. And look, the other thing I could think of doing is extending the battery room and have it set on a different circuit. And that's something I've been thinking about for a while now. Having maybe getting the big wind turbines, the ones that bring in 10k during a storm, setting up a windmill farm somewhere that's got 10 of those, well, 9 of those anyway, and then just collecting up the incredible amount of power we get from them during a storm. So that's something I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about it, not doing it, but thinking about it. Let's just combine all our iron into here. We need a lot of iron because we need a lot of chutes, and yeah, we're going to need a ton of chutes. It's actually a ridiculous amount, the amount that I'm thinking of making. We've already got a lot, haven't we? But we're going to make a lot more. Okay, this has made our 5 tanks. We can turn this off now. We've now got 10 tanks, so that's basically 2 of these giant tanks that I can make. 1 for hydrogen and maybe 1 for either oxygen or CO2. Now, what I'm going to do with this CO2 system is I'm going to have it so that this one-way valve is on all the time, but there's going to be a digital valve that turns on and off, during the day. So, during a certain time period. So I'll link it to a daylight sensor on the horizontal, and basically have it so at a brief period during the day, it equalizes all these pressures. And then I'm going to have a volume pump that sucks gas out of this, the excess gas out of this, into our CO2 tank. And I'm just going to automate the whole system. Rather than me having to climb up here all the time, first manually turn it off so there's no pollutants, and then climb up here, and then switch this on and do it manually. I want it just completely automated so I don't have to think about it, so that we have a steady stream of new CO2 coming in. So that's something I want to do as well. So we have a degassing furnace we need for this stuff. We've got to automate this stuff here as well. There's lots of things to do. Here's all our linear railings though. I knew they weren't going to be very long. There we go. And yeah, so there's 150 of them. I really do need to go back to logic, don't I? So, well, we've got a lot of copper and gold in here. So let's pull these out. And, well, okay, so we got a big block of copper, big block of gold. That feels good. 500, 500, 500. They're struggling a little bit. I don't care about the silver. You don't need much silver in this game. But I am going to need a lot more processors and a lot more, what are those other things? IOs as well. So I'll start working on those. It's time to go down to our greenhouse anyway and get that Larry system kind of working. At the moment, we also want to check what happens with our hydrogen system. So the capacity we now have is much higher. So getting the pressure high enough for the pollutants to just, to just liquefy and slip out through the condensation valves is tricky. I might have to need like 2 or 3 loads to go through before this thing actually produces hydrogen. But it's not an issue because look how much hydrogen we have. Yeah, 22,875. We've got a ton of it. So with these processes, we need a lot of them. I think by my calculations, I think it's something like 22 processes or something like that. It's actually a lot. It's an enormous amount of processes. How's our water looking? Okay. This water, yeah, it's popped up, hasn't it? It's going up. Um, just got to babysit this a little while. But okay. We still should have loads of water coming in. Yeah, coming through. Another load will start dripping in a second. There's 20 of those. And now we need one more. Okay, and by my calculations, we need 3 memories as well. So we'll get 3 of those memories. And then I think we got six IOs down there. I think we need 6 more. So I think that's what I need. It could be wrong. I might have too many. I might not have enough. We'll find out very soon. But I want to get all this stuff down there at the very least and put in the framework for what we're doing. But I would like to go down there with all the materials I could possibly need to build an epic Larry system, and that's the idea. We'll head down there very soon. These things need to be painted. Yeah, 1 white, 1 red, and 1 khaki. We need 6 of these. So I would like 5 more tanks, but we don't have the silicon. Well, we actually do, but then we won't have any left, which is no good. This is at 3. We've got copper in there. We've got, yeah, so that'll be all my silicon, basically. Nearly all of it will get used up just to make the last 5 tanks. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting a ton more insulated pipes. So I have to mine more silicon. That's the bottom line. Okay, there we go. And 6 of those. Cool. Let's head down. Okay, well, I'll chuck all this stuff down on here. Well, I'll chuck enough of it down on there so that I can take my suit off. Okay, cool. And we'll grab our oxygen tank while we're at it. Actually, we'll probably fill that one up. We might as well. How's this looking? Oh, these are seated. Okay. Keep collecting up this cocoa. Okie dokie. And, well, there we go. So we got 6 and 6 at 2%. We got plenty of cocoa. That's not seeding. That's not seeding. Those are seeded. I don't actually need these. I could make tomato soup with them, which is pretty good. Tomato soup is a pretty nice soup. But, I don't know. We're just living off of canned French fries at the moment. There we go. And don't care about any of this. Well, I do care about the sugar. Some of them are seeding, some of them are not. Let's just wait. Let's get down there. We'll eat and drink in a short while. Let's just have a look and see what we're dealing with here. Okay, so we've got this grow light here, and there's 4 grow lights. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a grow light between each plot. So, probably there like this. Yeah, and we'll do the same between each one. So, directly above me, or not. Right on the seam, actually. One there. Okay, that looks good. Do I want the cables going that way or the other way? I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I don't think it matters at all. And now we want one. Wait, hang on. I did that wrong. I wanted one there. Okay. I might do them the other way, actually. Yeah, I'll do them that way. Ugh. Wrong spot. There we go. See, right in between the two trays. And yep, right in between the two. And this is right down the middle. Fantastic. And finally, okay, they're all right down the middle, are they? Yeah, between two trays, right down the middle on each one. That's cool. That works. Now, with these linear railings, what happens is, yeah, we have to figure out where the dock is going to go. So this dock is going to go... I want it facing me when I
Health low.
exit the elevator. So, I don't know, we'll put it somewhere around here. So if we put it there, is that a problem? That should be okay. And then we have one that goes there, and I guess we're going to have one there. And now this one here wants to be a station, like this. And two. And these are all going to be stations. And this is going to be a corner station. Now we need to get more green things. There we go. And this one's going to be not a station. It's just going to be a straight. And then we want another corner station. Yeah, like that. And then we're going to have stations like this. And okay. And what we want to do now is go a corner station that goes like this. And then a straight. Like that. Yeah, and we want to keep building these, and then we're going to have it wriggle all the way around the room, like this, and then more stations. And we just keep going with this pattern. And we need more. And yeah, there we go. Well, we'll have a look and see how the cabling is going to work before we go any further. So yeah, so this can just go straight through like this and connect up like this. And bloop. And yeah, I mean, we can send that over to the wall if we want. And then it's going to curl along the wall like this. And connect up with this cable here. Oh, well, how did that get there? Okay. Silly me. And then we just run along here and do the same with the others. So it's going to require a lot of cabling, what I'm doing here. But we have to get the grow lights in place. That's a definite must. So one step at a time, basically, when it comes to doing these kinds of things. And yeah, and this one will go along the wall here. And oh god, my character's panting, huffing and puffing. It's driving me crazy. I have to go and eat and drink just to shut him up. Okay, well, we've made some progress anyway. Let's go and shut my character up because it's driving me crazy. These grow lights should actually automatically go on when the conditions are correct. Well, let's just test to see if they work. Yep. We can actually go ahead and plant all our switchgrass now if we want to, and get that process going. I might just do that now. These things do have water, right? Yeah, so everything's all connected. We've got 40 liters in there now. Beautiful. Our water creation system is doing fantastic. And I don't know how many of these plants my one Larry can tend to. I may be over-planting. It might only be half of this. I think this is 56 plants. It might only be able to do half the room, but we won't know until we set it up how many it can actually do. I might have portions of this room completely unharvested as a consequence. But if there is like that, I can always change it later. Let's just get it working first. But it might be the case that the entire back line of this room is not going to be on the Larry system. You know, in other words, I rip up the Larry system at the back and just plant, you know, ferns or something for extra oxygen production. So there we go. And there we go. Our whole floor is planted, and it's just a case of getting the Larry system working. Yeah, and we were focusing on this. It might be better if no, let's just do it systematically. There we go. And yep, that way. And the one thing I have forgotten, of course, is the chute bin. Oh, what am I doing? Rip that up. I need to paint more of these things green. So yeah, so we go like this now, and we head this way. Wait, yeah, that's right, and this thing curves around like that. So each one should have 7 stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and there we go. Oh, those grow lights just turned themselves off, and I did it again. Let's just do that. And okay, we're going to get some idea of exactly how many of these things we still have left to go, which is kind of the point. I knew I was underproducing them. I'm not sure how many I need. I guess I could have figured it out if I really tried, but I decided to go for the lazy approach. And there we go. And now what we need to do is connect a rail all the way along here to here. There's only going to be one more station, and that's where we dump our stuff. So it'll probably be how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I just need 13 more because I've already got one in my hand. So, okay, nice to know, nice to know. I've got a lot of cables in here. Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, 13 more. I don't need these liquid pipes. Why have I got liquid pipes in here? And we've got IOs galore. Look at that. 12 IOs, 22 processors, 3 memories. I got extra pipes and seeds, and I've got these flat walls to put down at the very end. Okay, cool. Oh, and I've got more switchgrass seeds. Well, I don't need these. We can shove them down there. Oh, the switchgrass is done already. The wheat's done. Okay, well, I only really care about the pumpkins. There we go. Well, at the moment, I've got so many pumpkins. What have I got? I got 40 pumpkins inside the machine already.
Health critical.
And I've got all of these that can be added to there as well. So there we go. There's 60 pumpkins. 14 and another 6. I got another 20 pumpkins on top of that. Pumpkins, I'm fine. I don't need to worry about that. Okie dokie. Let's eat and drink because my character is very unhappy. There we go. And I don't know, we'll get to 50% water, something like that. Yeah, 52% is fine. Let's get our oxygen tank. That's good. Why is this thing down here? It's supposed to be up here. Okay, so what we need is a bunch of chutes, and we need a Import bin, import chute bin as well. I think that's a powered chute from memory. We'll find
Health
out.
low.
We'll find out in just a second. So let's get out of here first, and we'll empty this thing while we're here. Okay, cool. Okay, now this thing here doesn't make the bins, right? It's a powered chute that makes the bins. So, well, we're going to need a bunch of chutes anyway. So let's put 20 chutes in there. That should be fine. And let's make ourselves a powered chute. We need iron, electrum, constantan. Wow. There are advanced resources. Well, not the iron. The iron's not exactly advanced. Okay, powered chutes. Let's create one of these. And what I was talking about before was I want to replace this with an export bin. So they're digital valves. Okay, there's the import bin. There's the export bin. And what I want to do is basically have an export bin like right there, if it lets me. The cabling might be in the way. I might need to move this gate unit. Oh, water pump is turning on and off. Why? The water pump's turning on and off, on and off, on and off. Okay. Why is it just going on and off? Oh, because water is popping in there, is it? Oh, I think the water in here is condensing. Yeah, so the water gas, the steam there, the water vapor is condensing into water and then instantly getting sucked into here. We're up to 41 liters now. Just me running water was great. This thing's at 297. It's actually cooling down. We've got water on constantly on and it's cooling down. That's really nice. Okay, and the thing we're going to want is the import bin, this thing here, which we're probably going to lay flat like this underneath a station there somewhere. Now, I think we needed 13 more rails, so that's 39 iron, and I don't know, let's just babysit it. Rails, linear rails, there we go. And we'll get 13 of those. This thing here is going to be, wait, did it require, no, it only requires one powered chute. Fantastic. That's great. What else can we do with this? Digital valve right, digital valve left, splitter. Okay, interesting. We can do stuff with that. Let's not worry about it for now. For now, let's worry about making sure we don't overbuild these. I might take more chutes with me just to be certain. And then we got to somehow connect that up with our hydrogen creation system. So let's just get our 13 rails and then get back down there. We just need 3 more. 1 and 2 and 1 more. 3. I should keep my eye out for egg traders as well. You never know. Did I leave a trader out there? No, I didn't. I've got no one out there. So, oh, we've got a bit of a problem here. Okay, I managed to jump across. What have we got? Galactic Cosmic Cuisine. He might be eggs. Let's interrogate him. Galactic Growers sounds like seeds, but Cosmic Cuisine might very well sell us eggs, which would be really nice if he does. We'll find out very soon. He might sell eggs, you never know. Galactic Growers? Yeah, Growers is seeds, I'm sure of it. We are going to have to get a better satellite dish to get the better traders. The medium satellite dish isn't going to cut it, and we're going to have to at some point make an oxygenated hangar, which is problematic. We might as well interrogate this guy, but we're not going to bring him down. This guy should be on the way down now. We can't see him though. Oh yeah, we can. I can just see him coming in. Little wobble out there. But anyway, how do we get out of this doorway without... Oh no, it's okay. We're fine. This thing's at 284. It's going to produce hydrogen for us. I am curious to know whether or not the pressure is going to be high enough for pollutants. But at the moment, yeah, this one isn't filling up. That one's not filling up. That one's not filling up, but this one is. Okay, so we're not producing enough plant matter to satisfy all 5 centrifuges, but once we get the Larry up and running, we will. That's the idea. Let's check this guy out while we're here. And there's something else I want to check out as well. Okay, yeah, 2 egg cartons. We want that for sure. We could sell him soy as well. And cocoa if you really wanted to. We're not going to sell him oxygen. But, or gas, although we could do both if we wanted to. Yeah, we can sell him 16 soy. I don't mind giving away 16 soy. I might not even bother, but we've got, what, 1,100 credits. But one thing I do want are these eggs. We can't buy anything else. It's against the rules. But yeah, one of the other things I wanted to do while I was out here was get underneath the base. There's a bunch of that stuff there, and try and figure out. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah. So this is where we are. Our chute bin is going to go somewhere near the end here, and we're going to have chutes go all the way up, and we really want it to go. Yeah, up and around. And can I look through here? Yeah, we want it to go through the back there and connect up with that chute. Yeah, that goes all the way to our recycler. So, yeah, we can do this.
Jetpack low.
We might even be able to wrap it around here if we want to. We can go out the back here, all the way up the side, and wrap it around and in. Okay, I was just checking to see how hard it is.
Hydration critical.
Ultimately, we want to connect it up to this thing here. That's what we're trying to do. Get it to there, and that way, if we follow it all the way, it goes all the way to our recycler, all the way down and into there. And this line here, which is our charcoal line, at the moment is just going into that little catchment there, but that has to go somewhere else. I mean, that has to go up a level. Oh, we can't see through. But that's going to be tricky because we've got our battery room.
Jetpack critical.
Our battery room through there. Why am I getting achievements? I've already got all those achievements. Let's get this here. Okay, anyway, I'm just scouting out the chute situation, how difficult or hard it would be to get the chutes to go where I want them to. Not too difficult. Not too difficult at all. We can do that. Okay, let's go grab our eggs. And he wants 16 soy. Yeah, I can do that. I could probably just sell all my cocoa to him as well. It is kind of infinite at this point. Okay, yep. And we'll take that into our greenhouse with us. Why am I getting achievements? I don't... Game designers, come on, fix that bug. Stop re-giving me the same achievements I already have. And while you're at it, also fix a bug where things take damage on the ground inside your base during a storm. I find that equally ridiculous. Okay, well, let's get in here. We've got work to do. Oh, wait, hang on. We don't want to go in here yet. We need to get our eggs first. And there we go. Vend. And we need to pick these up. One there. One there. Yeah, we'll just leave him out there. It's fine. And loop. I'm just emptying this thing really quick, just in case I forget next time on my way out. Okie dokie. And close that. Do this. Suit off. Let's get some food in us. We can get a little bit more water as well. That'll do. That's fine. Let's put the eggs in the fridge. I can put them in the oven later on. It's another, what's that, 12 eggs. So yeah, our egg situation's great. It's fantastic. We got, what, 42, 54 eggs now, looking really nice. And yeah, just checking for seeding. Switchgrass is not seeding. It's only growing moderately well. I don't know why it's only growing moderately well. I really want... I gotta figure that out. It could be the pressure of the room is too high. It could be just the lighting. I might need to change the lighting. I think that's it. I think they're just not getting enough light. I might have to change the grow light logic to 40 instead of 30, something like that. Just a small change to my grow light lighting probably fix all that. I don't. Historically, when I played this game, I've set it to 40, not 30. On this run, I decided to set it for 30. So the horizontal angle, anything under 30, the grow lights are on. But I got a feeling that that's a bit not quite enough. I'll figure that out later, I guess. There's plenty of other things I could harvest here. I would love to harvest all this and get it into my centrifuges, but I'll do that between episodes. This episode's not going to go for much longer. Okay, and the first thing I want to do is I want to paint all these things green. There we go, and there we go, they're all green. And yeah, we need to figure out where this chute bin is going to go. So, so it's probably going to be something like this, and I don't know if it wants to be right up against here or if it wants to be back one. I'm not sure how the Larry is going to line up. If I put it there, I don't know, we might have it just go through the middle here. Because if I put it there, will the Larry get into it? Can I get it into it from there? I don't really know. We really have to build this thing. I haven't done that yet. Oh, that's right. They require electronic parts. I need some electronic parts to figure this out. Okay, well, we'll get these straight lines in anyway. I'm just thinking, if I put the chutes through here instead, firstly, it's using up less space. Secondly, it's going to be easier for logic chip placement, I think. Because normally there'd be a chip there, then cables, and a chip here. If I put it through there, it's just going to be cables and chip. Yeah, I think I do want this thing to be one space over. Import bin, and there we go. I think I do want it to be here. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's keep chucking these down. I don't know if the Larry is going to be able to deposit in there. It might not even make a difference, actually. But yeah, we want a station here, and then we want a straight there. And this is going to go down here. The power connects in here like this. And we're probably going to have a cable line that goes all the way around the bottom. Now that might be a problem if I stick this thing out here like this. The cable line might be the issue. So yeah, because we want it to go, we can't put a cable through the top here because that's 2 elevator levels, but we can put it through the bottom of the elevator like this. So just got to work out some of these annoying little bits and pieces. And yeah, and I'm dying again. I'm always dying. And it might be a case of working out exactly where logic is going. So there's probably going to be logic there, and a cable there, and then logic there, then a cable there, logic, cable, logic, cable, logic, cable. I could probably go up and around like this. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And yeah, we will just go up and around over top of this thing, and then we can run a chute line up there like that. And this thing here should work. Okay, cool. And we've got cabling all along here. We can logic this entire wall, okay, so cool. I can work with this. That's fine. And the chutes have to really go outside now to figure out exactly where we're going to place them. There's a lot of logicking to do. Probably going to go a logic reader and probably a slot reader here and here. And where's my memories? I'm going to have 3 memories. I think I will just put the 3 memories here, here, and here. That'll make it easier for me to figure everything out. Their processors. I'm going to want their processors. There we go, IOs. I'm going to want a couple of writers here and here, and another couple of writers there and there. So that's a start anyway. I have to cable it up. My character is constantly complaining about thirst. I know, I'm still using my health as a resource, even at this late stage of the game. I think these things are just about done. Yeah, they are done. So I've got to harvest all those. I'm in a rush to harvest those as well. I want to fill up those centrifuges. So I might actually end the episode here. I'm going to leave these things out. I do need to come back with some electronic parts, don't I? Actually, so yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get those first. And we'll build that Larry up. Come on, hurry up, you slow airlock. So these things here are going to be placed outside. And yeah, we just need 2 electronic parts, I think. I think it's 2. Okay, and we need iron for that. All my iron's in here. Well, actually not all of it. I've got a little bit of iron over there. Give me opportunity to get this machine emptied and get all those resources in the right locations. Okay, and 2 electronic parts. We can build the Larry and we can see what's going on. Oh, I'm out of gold. Okay, we have to break our 500 stack, unfortunately. That's fine. There we go. How's water looking? 42.15. Yeah, it's slowly dribbling in. The system works. And this temperature's back down at 21 now, and this one's working its way down to 70. But I'm about to wreck all that, of course, because I'm going to do that. I only got 27.4. 32.1. Let's get it up closer to 40. 35.9. Okay, it kind of wrecks it a little bit. And yeah, 39. Okay, but the pressure in there should be much higher now. 22, 29. Okay, everything else has dropped below 30. We still need more gas in this system in order to... Yeah, we need more gas in the system for me to finish it. The moment I have over 30 megapascals reliably in every tank, then I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing and work on automating the CO2 transferring. And then I won't have to touch it after that. It should all just fix itself. So I'm still manual. I'm still waiting to get enough gas. We're just waiting for more storms. Alternatively, the charcoal, when it gets degassed, will give us a lot of stuff. I had more chutes here. I didn't. Why wasn't I using them? Okay, and that. There we go. And there should be a small stack there that can go on top. And okay, let's open this. Let's go here, go there. More food, a little bit more water, just enough, like 20% or something, so that my character's not making that god awful noise, huffing and puffing like crazy.
Hydration critical.
Okay, we should be able to make this Larry now. And there it is. And we have to connect it to power. Where is the power on this thing? Where does the power connect to? I thought there was a power. There it is. Okay, well let's run it up into the roof. And, oh, we can We can connect it straight to our grow lights if we want, or we can run it along through here. I'm not sure where the lighting is going to go in this room. I'm just going to get this thing working and just slam lights, just shove them in wherever they fit. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should do lighting first. It's probably going to be somewhere near the middle of the room. I'll probably just have some lights in between these things in the middle. I think that's fine. Okay, the Larry should work now. There we go. And really it's a case of whether or not we can place stuff in the import bin. So let's chuck some seeds in its claw. And, oh, it looks like it misses. Let's activate it and see if it puts it in. Oh, it does. Okay, that works. Beautiful, beautiful. It works. Fantastic. Get back over here, my friend. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. We've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to probably shove down a ton of my logic and cable it all up between episodes, because that's just boring, me shoving down chips and putting cables between them. But I'll step by step go through what I'm going to do after that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, come back and see what happens next. And of course, bye for now.